Lucinda, run!
I can't abandon you.
You can't stay! There's no reason we should both die here!
But those things are in the way!
Fine then, get behind me. They won't risk hurting me.
Don't push me, Doctor.
Let Lucinda go. Show some compassion, Quentin.
Please.
I don't have the time to be kind anymore.
I'm asking you to be humane.
You idiot. What do you hope to achieve with words? They won't save you, and they certainly won't save me.
Save you?
I'm ill, Doctor. Dying. Only Time Lords live forever. Us mortals face an end, and mine is very close.
Lucinda, go while he's still weak.
That was a mistake.
Not in the slightest. She got away. She's safe from you.
One of my Half-Anites is following. Perhaps you've spoken too soon.
Oh, stop this, Quentin! Stop this now!
Quit while I'm ahead. Why should I?
You think you'll survive this? You've got an alien hand now. You're a mutant hybrid, and that will be your downfall.
It will be my salvation.
This isn't possible. I've seen this happen before, arguably never with a Joquarian, but other species. Humanity isn't always compatible. Please listen to me.
You think you know everything about everything. I have tested, refined, augmented down to the last molecule. The Joquarian is perfectly compatible with human DNA now. I made it so.
You think you did? But you can't be sure. You can never be sure. And this is your own life you're risking. So, let me give you a better alternative. An exchange. The lives of everyone here for one of my regenerations.
What?
Oh, come now. You've worked for UNIT. You must be familiar with regeneration.
Of course I know what you can do, but I didn't realize you could give them away.
Not easily, no. But you are unstable. It is possible that you could siphon off some of the energy when I regenerate. It would restore your humanity and give you a fresher body, young and healthy.
And what about the creature?
I can deal with that. I only need my TARDIS.
Oh, I see. I'm the problem you can't solve easily.
Take the deal.
Enough bargaining for the unimportant. If you're right, then I can simply take your lives. Each and every one of them.
You really are a fool. You think it would be that simple. If I let you, you might get one. If you try to take it by force, it will not work. I'll refuse to regenerate and die. Then you get nothing. This is a one-time offer, Quentin. One life for countless others. Do we have an agreement?
I suspect you'll impose conditions on me.
I see them leave safely. Everyone, every single resident, and my two friends, Rosie and Camille.
And nothing else? Very well. Come along then. Don't let's waste any more time.
We're out of time!
Doctor!
He can't hear us. Nobody can. There's nothing left to do.
They've almost broken into my coffin.
There's only one option. I'll try to draw them away.
Don't be ridiculous. They'll tear you apart.
Don't have a choice. You don't like that, do you? You've got a fight on your hands with me. I can hold my own.
Rosie? What's happening?
There aren't that many of them. I think I can...
Rosie!
They've got me. I'm fine. I'm fine.
You don't sound it.
Stay there, Camille. I'll lead. Ah! There are too many. Ah!
Rosie! I'm coming! Rosie!
So many escorts. Does my word mean nothing to you? Where is your sense of honor?
I know better than to trust you.
Hence keeping me under guard with these creatures.
My Half-Anites.
Who are they?
Don't you mean what are they?
No, I mean who. Do you know who they are? Who you desecrated to make these monstrosities? Can you tell them apart? Weren't some of them your friends?
What does it matter?
They're just soldiers following orders. Sounds familiar.
Where are you going, Doctor? You are to follow me.
We're going to the catacombs. My friends are down there. We're rescuing them. Remember our deal. You picked a great place for a retirement home. Nothing says relaxing more than secret underground passageways. Doesn't seem all that safe either. These walls. The stone crumbles to the touch. Unstable.
No need for the snide remarks.
It was only an innocent comment. I didn't see the harm.
Keep moving.
Speaking of seeing, your halfanite creatures seem to be struggling. I wonder why. Of course. They aren't used to the darkness.
Useless creatures. Doctor, where did you go? You think you can get away from me? You don't stand a chance. Half-a-nights, get out! Guard the ways out of these catacombs. I want the Doctor trapped. Doctor! Doctor! There's no way out, and hiding from me is futile. You might as well come out. And we aren't alone down here, so it's a choice. Either you come back to me, or you face that thing. Doctor! Well then, I guess I'll leave you to our beastly friend. I'll come pick up the pieces of your body later. Or if it gets you and absorbs all your energies, then I can simply take it from the creature. You can't win, Time Lord.
It's a good thing this place is full of winding walkways. Plenty of places to go unnoticed. Ah, hello. No need to harm me. I can take you somewhere lovely where you can be safe and happy. No? No. Hide then. So you found me. Now, you hide and I seek. Well, that's good to know. You don't want me. All you really want is your revenge, don't you? How am I supposed to stop such a powerful creature from killing again? This isn't good. This isn't good at all.
You aren't getting me that easily. Look, I'm armed. With a plank of wood. Stay back. Now how do I get out of here? Over there! I told you lot to stay back! I did warn you. Now don't you follow me. The cell. I'm back at the cell. Good, I think. Ugh, of course you're following me. Still, it was worth a try. Right, now how do I stop you lot? Come on, there must be something in here I can use to defend myself with. What about a chainsaw? This feels a bit drastic and cliched. Oh, look at it! They must have used this to torture that poor thing. Ugh! I can't use this. They were people once. They still are. There must be something else. There's that wire, but I don't see what good that'll do. There are far too many of them. Can't tie them all up. Hello? Fine, since I have no choice. I'm sorry!
Whoa, my dear! What on earth are you doing?
Doctor! I'm so glad to see you!
I trust there's a reason you nearly chopped me up into lots of little pieces.
Yeah, sorry about that. There are things, people, they're following me.
They must be Quentin's test subjects. the first to feel the Jocquarian's wrath.
They got Rosie. She's dead.
Oh dear.
And now they're following me.
Did they harm you?
No, I'm fine.
Are you sure? Let me check.
Do we really have time for this now? I've got to keep us safe.
Yes, about that. Would you please put that chainsaw down?
But how else are we going to defend ourselves?
With science.
More distracting tactics?
Precisely.
So why are they still getting closer?
It worked on the Jocquarian.
Well, they're human. Underneath, at least. What are you going to do with that wire?
Hopefully something clever.
Can we have it a little before the nick of time, please?
I'm doing my best.
And I appreciate that. Go on, then. Aren't you going to impress me with what you're doing?
I thought we were running out of time.
Then be quick!
It's all very simple. I can use the sonic screwdriver as a type of magnet to attract the Jocquarian energy from the test subjects.
I don't follow.
The screwdriver can draw out the energy that is keeping them alive.
Isn't there any other way?
They're already dead, I'm afraid. Beyond any hope.
How can you be so sure?
Think about it. The Jocquarian drains the life from the victim to give it what it wants.
The poisoned chalice. Yeah, I get it.
But all we've seen it do is kill. Flora, Isabel, Howard. They were all killed, being given what they wanted. These people following us, they were comatose before Quentin used them for his sick experiments.
And what? Their greatest wish was to live, wasn't it? To wake up and live.
But of course, there's your paradox. When the Jocquarian will kill you trying to make you live. That causes all sorts of problems.
Like the headache I'm getting trying to figure this out.
It's simple. Only the energy is keeping them moving since they're both alive and dead at the same time.
I'll take your word for it.
And that's how we stop them. It's all rather obvious now that I come to think of it.
I wish there was another way.
I can't tell you how often I've wished that myself, child.
You aren't killing them. You're letting them rest at last.
That's how I like to look at it.
What's wrong? Why isn't it working?
It's on the right wavelength. It should be... Oh.
What is it?
I can't transfer the energy.
Why not?
There needs to be a receptor of some sort.
Like?
Natural tissue. A living receptacle. It can't go from man to machine.
Simple. One of us takes it.
That isn't something I particularly want to try. Absorbing any of the energy would be dangerous. Taking on a lot of it would be catastrophic. I'm quite unsure if I would survive. And it would certainly kill you.
Well, I'm not offering then. Any other suggestions?
Let me see what I've got.
Could we transfer it from all of them into just one?
Who knows what that would do? They could mutate into a super being. That's the last thing we need.
Okay, I'm only trying to help.
Here we are.
A feather? Wait, isn't that the one you got from Adrian's wife? Flora? From her wings?
It is. If I attach it to the other end of the wire like so...
That's more like it. Look! They're falling!
And look at that! Maybe I should be a magician.
What?
Voila!
You made a dove appear from nowhere.
Not exactly. The energy regenerated the dove from a single feather. Terribly clever, isn't it?
So long as you don't start pulling rabbits from your hat.
Well, we'll see how the mood takes me.
Doctor, I hate to burst your bubble, but we aren't out of the fire just yet.
I see what you mean.
We might have taken down the first wave of them, but there's another coming.
I'd hardly call that a wave. More like a tsunami.
Gotta block the door. Can't let them in. This is my fault. I should have stopped Quentin.
Oh, Lucinda, you could never have stopped me.
But how?
I've been waiting for you. Took your time, didn't you?
Get away from me!
It's no use running.
No! One of your things!
See? You can't get away again. I left one of my half-a-knives as a precaution. Don't worry. They don't bite. Don't harm her.
Thank you.
It might be a bit early for that. I'm not saving your life. I simply need a new recruit.
All right, then. The door's shut, but it won't hold them for long. Not that many of them, anyway. So what now?
Well, I have to do something else.
Great! Use it!
But I do have a few reservations.
Why? What is it?
The only other organic matter I have left is the claw shaving I got from Isabel. I don't know about you, but I don't particularly want to come face to face with a lion.
Yeah, I see what you mean, but we haven't really got much choice. They're right outside and that door won't hold them for much longer.
All right, fine. We can make our way out through that secret passageway, up to the drawing room. Open the cell door, would you?
Why me?
Because I'm the one that will have to deal with the lion if we don't run fast enough. Get out! I told you that wasn't a good idea.
Could have been worse.
We just replaced one predatory force with another. Not the best of schemes.
Stay away from the lion. Simple. Doctor, what exactly is going on here?
Quentin has been corrupted by the Joquirian DNA and mutated the dead residents into creatures he calls Halfanites.
So this is out of hand.
The very definition.
Doctor, the only way you can't hear this is if you're dead, and I don't believe you would be that easy to kill.
He's got that right.
I thought you might like to know that while you've been running around trying to stop me, I've found your friends. None of them survived. I'd tell you how sorry I am if I actually meant it.
We've got to stop him.
We will.
You won't be surprised to hear that they've been assimilated into my army of Halfanites. Now they're more intelligent, more powerful, and they can reproduce. Such useful skills to have for a species, don't you think?
No more listening to his drivel. Now, the Halfanites will have 3 new abilities.
So what? They leveled up?
In a manner of speaking, Quentin has Joquirian DNA. He can manipulate them. With each new person they absorb, they get their greatest dream.
Like Flora's wings and Isabel's claws?
Precisely.
Does that mean...
3 new things. Howard, Rosie, and Lucinda. I'm sorry. We're the only hope now.
Rosie, Doctor, promise me we'll defeat him. We'll defeat Quentin.
I promise.
And we'll turn Rosie back. All of them if we can. Even if they're dead.
Camille, you know I'll do all I can. Now, go on. I want to leave a little deterrent in case that lion manages to follow us.
All right.
Lucinda didn't need to die. She was... She didn't deserve that.
So what's the plan?
I'm not sure yet.
Seriously? Thanks for calming my nerves. Why don't we make a break for the TARDIS? You said it would take the Joquirian thing away, so maybe it'll take Quentin as well. Sounds like he's part Joquirian.
I can't allow that. Do you know what would happen to him if you're right? Such exposure to the time vortex would tear him to shreds. I could never agree to that if there's another way. I'm not going to kill him. Not if I can help it.
Just look out there! The weather is just as bad, maybe even worse.
There's no way we could get to the ship, even if we wanted to.
We're left to our own devices then.
Quite so.
Ah, Quentin. I was wondering when we might meet again. How are you feeling?
Are you trying to mock me, Time Lord?
Quentin, you don't look too good. You look like you could do with a...
Don't finish that sentence.
I was only going to say an aspirin.
It's draining you, isn't it?
What do you know?
What's happened to him, Doctor?
Those last 3 transformations. He could barely cope with the strain.
But why? The other ones didn't leave him like this, did they?
It's all catching up with him now. Think about it. 6 Halfanites, 6 transformations. How much energy would you need for that, do you think?
Are you expecting a specific answer?
The Joquirian works by draining the life force from another creature to be able to perform the transformation, which is all well and good when you've got a living target.
But Flora, Isabel, Howard, and Rosie, they were already...
Indeed.
So where did the energy come from if not them?
Isn't it obvious?
It came from me.
Yes. The Joquirian can help you regain energy, but not as fast as you're using it up. You're throwing your life force away to make your little army, but it's killing you. Strong, tactical decision.
That shall recover.
Perhaps.
I shall!
But in what form?
What do you mean by that?
It is true that he will regenerate what he has lost. But the question is, how exactly will it affect him?
You mean he might come back more like that creature?
Quite so. It all depends on which the stronger DNA is. Let her go!
I don't think we'll leave my life up to chance, do you? You're going to help me.
Am I? Rather presumptuous of you.
Do I really need to make petty threats?
Release my friend. She hasn't done anything to you.
So?
He didn't show any of his friends mercy.
What do you want me to do?
Don't do it!
You can do as your young friend suggests and refuse me. But then I'll just have another half a night with which to convince you, no, force you, to adhere to my will.
You sound like so many other megalomaniacs I've fought and defeated.
Except I'm not interested in waiting around and giving you a chance to stop me. Bring the girl. Last chance? I wonder what her greatest desire is and how it will manifest itself. Perhaps my army will become easier on the eye.
You really think I'm that shallow?
Maybe I'll convert her just to keep her quiet.
Don't! Harm her
And what? You'll do nothing, because there's nothing you can do.
I see you forced my hand.
Doctor, don't give in! I'm not afraid of this old man.
Let her go, and I'll give you one of my remaining regenerations. That was the deal we made before. I'll still honor it.
What? No, you can't!
In exchange for Camille's safety, she has to go free. That's my only condition.
How quaint. The hero tries to save his friend. Not this time. Your offer doesn't tempt me anymore.
Another life? You aren't even slightly interested? I have to admit, that was unexpected.
What would I need that for, when I have Jaquarian DNA coursing through me? One more life indeed. Such a pitiful offer when I have eternal life in my hands.
Ungrateful.
Half a night. Kill the doctor's friend. She's of no use to me anymore.
I gave you a chance.
What have you done?
Screwdriver. It's a magnet for the energy. But where did it go?
Into me.
But you said...
That I probably wouldn't survive. Yes, I know.
You old fool!
Ungrateful whelp. I just did save your life, you know.
Look! That thing isn't a thing anymore.
It's Isabel.
Is she...
She's still dead, I'm afraid. I couldn't bring her back. Not as she should be. That's it. It's all gone now.
What's going on? They're clawed hands. They're dissolving.
This is the process of devolution.
Oh, I get it. No, actually, I don't. They're devolving?
They're made up as a sum of their parts. When you take one part away, they regress to an earlier state without that part.
So no Isabel means no claws for the Haffernites.
Exactly. And a great deal of pain for Quentin. It all goes through him, draining the energy needed for such a transformation. As I said, they're composite creatures, held together by Quentin's will and his alien appendage there.
Hurt one, you hurt them all, so do it again!
I can't.
Why not?
Because the energy has to go somewhere, doesn't it?
Yes, and I absorbed it. It was a terribly dangerous and stupid thing to do, but I had no choice.
You seem the same.
The same. My dear, every cell in my body feels like it's on fire. And that was from the energy of a single Haffernight.
But it doesn't affect Quentin that way.
The Jaquarian heals him, remember? I have no such benefit.
It hardly matters. What's one loss when I still have an army capable of destroying me?
A smaller army now.
You won't be so quick to quip when you see this. I didn't think Rosie would be needing her gun anymore somehow. Time's up, Doctor. Either you give me all your remaining regenerations, or I shoot her.
All of them? Are you mad?
We already know that.
The human body was never built for that. Your combination with the Jaquarian will enable you an extra life at the most. But all of mine? You're a fool.
All right, then. Say I lock you up, just like I did with that creature. I can come find you whenever I need a new body. Would that be more likely to work? You can live for all eternity in a cell, while I gradually take what's left of your lives.
That might work. But only if you let her go unharmed.
Are you surrendering, then?
Yes. You can have me. Just let Camille go.
Very wise. is.
Doctor?
Not now, my child. I know you can't approve of this, but it must be.
Not that. Doctor, look!
You blasted thing!
Camille, stay behind me!
I'll make the best of a bad decision. If I take more of the Jaquarian's DNA, I'm sure I can handle more of their lives. I could become you, Doctor. I could take everything from you and dispose of you at last. Half-Knights, keep hold of the Jaquarian. Hold it down.
Quentin, I beg you, don't do that.
See, Doctor? The Jaquarian's power will be mine. All of it. Watch me as I absorb the creature's energy.
We've got to stop him!
Well, that didn't work. Ouch.
Are you all right? That thing threw you across the room.
Absorbing that energy earlier must have softened the blow. Only a little bang on the head. I'm fine. It's Quentin we should be worried about. The bond between them, between him and the Jaquarian.
You can almost see the energy going from one to the other.
It's too strong. There's no way it could be broken by some external force.
So we've got to wait for Quentin to stop?
That won't be possible now. The Jaquarian has him trapped. Quentin's greed means that he wants to drain all of the energy from the Jaquarian, and that's his greatest desire. And the Jaquarian is giving him just that. But since it's able to regenerate as fast as it's drained, they're stuck in an eternal loop, forever trapped with each other.
It's sad. That poor creature.
Well, it would be. Except Quentin's body can't cope. Look.
It looks like he's convulsing.
Don't look.
Oh, it's horrible. Doctor, the weather! The weather is clearing up.
Of course it is. It seems the Jaquarian was using it to trap its tormentors here. But now that it's finally dealing with Quentin, you have to go quickly. Get everyone else out. Save the residents. Go on, don't argue. These people need your help.
And what are you going to do?
We still have a Jaquarian to deal with. Now do as I say, child. Poor Quentin. Reduced to a pile of ash. Even he didn't deserve that fate. Now wait a minute. There's no need for this. I can help you. I haven't... Ah!
Doctor! Doctor, are you all right? Did that thing...
It did. It did.
But you're all right? You survived.
Maybe it couldn't cope with all of my life force. Maybe it couldn't give me what I want more than anything else.
What? Quentin's dead.
Yes, but the Jaquarian is still out there. We need to move quickly, and I'm going to need your help.
Tell me what to do.
I need you to rush to the TARDIS as fast as you can. Under the console, there are 3 green buttons. Press them all at once. This will open up a panel, pull the lever, and then get out of there.
And what exactly are you going to do while you have me out of the way?
Distract the Jaquarian.
Are you crazy? It'll kill you!
It didn't before, so maybe it won't again.
Nothing's stopping it from just ripping you in two.
I can't let anyone else get hurt.
So you'll put yourself in front of the alien monster.
And I'll stand a better chance of surviving if you run faster. Go, Camille. Remember, pull the lever and get out.
As fast as I can.
Hey, you timorous beastie! I'm talking to you, Jaquarian! You've had your revenge. Hurt everyone that hurt you. This has to stop. Just because a few misguided people did terrible, unspeakable things doesn't mean the entire human race is at fault. Many of them are quite good, and I think it's time you started appreciating that. And don't you hiss at me. I'm trying to stop you from making yet another huge mistake. What happened to you was unforgivable. What? You're no different. Repaying evil for evil. Now, this freak weather was your doing, wasn't it? Just as I thought. So tell me this. What makes you any better than those who tortured you? And you're in my mind. You couldn't cope the last time you tried. I thought there was more to you. Are you just an animal? I'm sorry.
Doctor? Where did it go?
I trapped the Doctorian in a time bubble. It's stuck 1 second to the left, just beyond our perception.
We can take it somewhere else, right? Where it can't do any harm?
No, my dear. Where it is where it will stay forever.
What? Why?
It's a fixed moment in time. There was nothing else I could do. It had become too powerful. No trap would ever be able to hold it.
Did I do this? That lever in the TARDIS.
Yes. I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
I'm not sure I believe you. And what about those Haffernite creatures?
Without Quentin's mind to hold them together, they'll dissipate and go back to how they were. Their families will have bodies to bury.
It doesn't feel like we saved the day.
No, it doesn't. I'll give Unit a call, tell them to sort everything out, and make sure this doesn't happen again.
You do that.
Aren't you coming?
There's someone I need to find first. Something I need to do.
Ah, Camille. I was wondering where you had got to. Unit has turned up. I'm sure you saw all those soldiers running about. Oh, don't worry. I warned them about the lion in the basement. Though I think perhaps it's time for us to slip away.
Not this time.
Whatever do you mean?
We're not going to disappear when they need us. Not after today.
I know that wasn't easy.
When is it ever?
I'm not good at saying goodbye.
I know. I've noticed that.
You want to stay?
This time we have to. Rosie died to save me. She sacrificed herself for me. You might be used to that feeling, but I certainly am not, and I never want to be. We owe them that much.
I always pay respect to those that I lose. You know that, Camille.
I know. But today everyone's going to know that we care and that those people who died mattered.
Yes, you're right.
Rosie told us she was here visiting someone, remember? I found who she was here to see. Her aunt.
What did you say to her?
I wanted to tell her everything, but I couldn't. I just said that her niece was the bravest. It's a lovely day. I wish they could see it.
For this alone on death I wreak, the wrath that garners in my heart. He put our lives so far apart, we cannot hear each other speak.